Welcome back to another exciting episode of Sport Facts, where we dive deep into the biggest moments in football history. Today, we're traveling back to one of the most iconic clashes in the history of El Clásico, the unforgettable showdown between FC Barcelona and Real Madrid on November 29th, 2010. It was a match that wasn't just about the two teams, it was about the two footballing titans of our generation, Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo. In today's episode, we'll break down the importance of this game, what it meant for both clubs, how it shaped Messi and Ronaldo's rivalry, and why it continues to be remembered as one of the most defining moments in football. Let's set the stage. It's November 2010, and Barcelona and Real Madrid are sitting at the top of La Liga. The stakes couldn't be higher. Real Madrid, under the leadership of José Mourinho, was coming in hot. Mourinho had just won the Champions League with Inter Milan the season before, and his arrival in Madrid was seen as a game-changer. Meanwhile, Pep Guardiola's Barcelona was already considered one of the best teams in the world, known for their tiki-taka football and controlling possession like no other. At the heart of this battle, Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo, two players whose rivalry was starting to ignite globally. They had faced each other before, but this was their first El Clásico where both players were truly in their prime. Messi, the young Argentine, was the reigning FIFA World Player of the Year. Ronaldo, the Portuguese superstar, was looking to prove his worth after joining Madrid in 2009 for a then-world record fee. The clash wasn't just about the clubs, it was about who would reign supreme, Messi or Ronaldo. The build-up to this match was massive. Fans from all over the world were eagerly waiting for this clash of giants. Both teams were undefeated in La Liga at the time. Barcelona was coming into the game with 10 consecutive wins, while Real Madrid, under Mourinho's iron-fisted control, was also in fine form. It wasn't just any El Clásico. The media had already started framing this match as a battle for supremacy between Messi and Ronaldo. The two had faced each other in European competitions and international friendlies, but now they were on the same stage in Spain's biggest game. The tension was palpable. It felt like the world was holding its breath. Madrid, who had been chasing Barcelona for years, finally looked like they had the firepower to end the Catalan side's dominance. With Ronaldo leading the charge and Mourinho orchestrating from the sidelines, it was going to be a war on the pitch. And then it was time. The game kicked off at Camp Nou in front of a roaring crowd. From the very first minute, it was clear that Barcelona was in control. Their tiki-taka football suffocated Real Madrid. Xavi and Iniesta orchestrated the midfield like maestros, pulling the strings and keeping possession, while Messi floated through the lines, leaving Madrid chasing shadows. It didn't take long for Barcelona to break the deadlock. In the 10th minute, Xavi opened the scoring with a delicate chip over Iker Casillas after a clever pass from Iniesta. That first goal set the tone, but it was just the beginning. Pedro added a second goal before halftime, and Madrid was already looking shell-shocked. Ronaldo, despite his efforts, couldn't get into the game. Every time he tried to run at the Barcelona defense, he was met by Puyol or Piqué. Messi, on the other hand, was playing a different role. Although he didn't score that night, his impact was undeniable. He was involved in every attacking move, delivering 2 brilliant assists. He danced around Madrid's defense, creating space and setting up chances for his teammates. By the time David Villa scored 2 quick goals in the second half, it was game over. Real Madrid was humiliated. And the cherry on top? Jefferson Suarez scoring the 5th goal in stoppage time. Barcelona had thrashed their arch-rivals 5-0. Let's talk about the Messi versus Ronaldo aspect of this match. Even though Messi didn't score, he was instrumental in the victory. His vision, his dribbling, and his playmaking ability were on full display. Ronaldo, on the other hand, had one of his most frustrating nights in a Real Madrid shirt. He couldn't break through Barcelona's suffocating defense and spent much of the match isolated up front. This game was significant because it marked a clear turning point in their rivalry. Messi had already won the Ballon d'Or the previous year, and this performance only solidified his claim as the best in the world at the time. Ronaldo, though, would use this defeat as motivation to come back stronger. The defeat was painful, but it sparked the fire in him to elevate his game even more. What makes this rivalry so special is how both players pushed each other to new heights. After this match, Ronaldo would go on to have some incredible performances in future El Clásicos, and Messi would continue his dominance. It became not just a battle between Real Madrid and Barcelona, but a personal duel between two of the greatest players in football history. After the final whistle, the fallout was massive. Barcelona's 5-0 victory was a statement to the world. They were at the peak of their powers, and Real Madrid had been thoroughly dismantled. The media hailed Messi's brilliance and Pep Guardiola's tactical mastery. For Real Madrid, it was back to the drawing board. Mourinho was embarrassed by the defeat, but this loss would fuel his desire for revenge. The rivalry between these two clubs, and especially between Messi and Ronaldo, would only grow more intense in the years to come. This match also set the tone for Barcelona's dominance in La Liga that season. They went on to win the league, and Real Madrid, despite their incredible talent, had to play catch-up. Looking back, the November 29, 2010 El Clásico holds a special place in football history. It was more than just a match. It was a defining moment in the rivalry between Messi and Ronaldo. For Messi, it was another step toward becoming the greatest player of all time. For Ronaldo, it was a wake-up call that pushed him to work even harder and evolve his game. For Barcelona fans, this match was a symbol of their team's greatness during the Guardiola era. For Real Madrid fans, it was a bitter pill to swallow, but one that would eventually lead to some unforgettable victories in the future. This match was the beginning of a decade-long saga of battles, brilliance, and unforgettable moments between two of the most legendary footballers of all time. And that brings us to the end of today's episode. The November 29, 2010 El Clásico will always be remembered as one of the most iconic moments in football, a testament to Barcelona's dominance, and the beginning of one of the greatest individual rivalries the sport has ever seen. Thank you for tuning in to Sport Facts. Be sure to subscribe for more deep dives into the biggest moments in sports history. Next time, we'll be exploring another legendary game that left its mark on football forever. Until then, stay tuned and keep loving the beautiful game.